glaring obvious question is, why are you guys getting a divorce? There is no easy answer to that, and we're gonna get into some of the stuff in this video, but oh my god. Sorry, that's weird.
What? You
no,
like it?
No, that we're doing this. So I just want to start this video by saying I'm going to be smiling a lot, and it has nothing to do with, I think, any of this is funny, because it's not funny. As Chelsea knows, I smile a lot when I'm nervous, and turning the camera on and press record made this very real, so I'm going to be smiling a lot, and please just know I'm nervous, and that's just what it is. By the title of this video, it is not clickbait, and I am sure all of you think it's clickbait, friends, family, and everyone. Literally, that's the title is what it is. Chelsea and I are getting a divorce. Fuck. That sounds so, I don't know.
It sounds weird. So you guys would probably think that we're much more emotional about it, and like there would be tears and stuff. But the thing is we got out a lot of our tears already, and this has been something that's been like discussed, and we amicably decided and mutually agreed that this was right for both of us.
Yeah, I know it's completely 180 for you guys, because like I said, like we're always on social media professing our love for each other, and obviously we haven't posted a YouTube video in a very long time, and it has been a long time since you guys have checked in with us and gotten updates, and you know, so much has happened, and Chelsea's 100% right in that this is very mutual, and like this is something that's the healthiest thing for both of us. So I want you obviously walking away from this video feeling good, not feeling sad, and we'll get into all the rest, but yeah, we're on the same page for sure. I'm sure the glaring obvious question is, why are you guys getting a divorce? There is no easy answer to that, and we're gonna get into some of the stuff in this video, but no matter what we dive on today, there's no way that we're gonna ever be able to tell you guys all the different layers and complexities around our relationship, especially what led to this decision. So you know, you're going to probably still walk away from this video with a lot of questions, but we're definitely going to try to hit some major bullet points for you guys so that you understand where we're coming from, and that you, in the end of the day, hopefully support our decision.
We're in two different places in our lives currently. We got off the same page, and we've been trying for a long time to get back on that page, but seems like we're in different books at this point. And you know, you guys have been following my like mental health journey, and since you know, getting more regulated with like medication and stuff, I've come to know this whole new side of me. I feel like a new person, and I've been growing and changing a lot, and Brooke has had an extraordinary, you know, past year, and she's growing and changing.
It's the dog. We'll get to him later.
She's been growing and changing as well, and so it's just maybe we just started to kind of grow apart.
Yeah.
Without us even realizing it.
Chelsea had a good point at the end there. Is like this, it wasn't a real. It's hard because, you know, when you get married and you make that promise to someone, of course, what you're taught, you make an oath under God to like fight for the rest of your life. Right? And like, that's exactly what Chelsea and I set out to do. We set out to be with each other forever, make it work. We've been to therapy. We've done every textbook thing you can do to quote unquote save a relationship. But it ain't about any of that. It's not about love. It's not about the relationship. Of course, it's about the relationship stemming from who we are as individuals and who we're growing into. And, you know, like Chelsea said, and you know, this was definitely something that like resonated with me, but it's like when we met when we were 17, Chelsea was unmedicated and like just going through depressive states and manic states, and me being around, you know, being along for those rides. And now that she has been medicated for some years and more, as she puts, normalized, it's like, who is that Chelsea? What does that Chelsea like? Does that Chelsea like the same thing? And that was good for me, because that really allowed me to look at it as, I mean, you can't really grow and discover who that Chelsea is if I'm trapping you in the perception of who Chelsea was and who I've always known Chelsea to be. Like, how can she ever grow if I'm towering over her, trapping her in the perception of the 17-year-old girl I fell in love with, or the 25-year-old girl who I made an oath with? That completely makes sense. And like she said, I've also grown a lot, especially this past year. I've had so many enlightenments just about people and the world and so much. And I it's been so transformative that, like, I'll always be Brooke and I'm Brooke, but I feel like a completely different person. And who we are different. And we want different things, and we have different expectations. And, you know, we're both turning 29 this year. It's like, what are we going to do? Go back to therapy, put these tools to you. It's like anything we learn in therapy are just tools, but tools to help the relationship. But you can't change if someone's growing to a different person. There's nothing to be fixed. That's what's happening. So it's like, you know, I'm sure a lot of you guys have the questions like, did you guys try? Have you guys done everything you can to fix it? And it's like, this isn't anything to fix. This is something to acknowledge, accept, and deal with. It's like Chelsea and I could have gone back into our relationship and tried to work on things for what? To just be right back here in 10 more years, wasting 10 more years of our life to just be 40. Like, I don't want that for her. And if I'm being honest, I don't want that for myself. And so we have to explore what we want. Not a life. And if the universe brings us back together, the universe brings us back together. Like, Chelsea and I have always found a way to find each other again. And so, you know, anything's possible, but we're not going to live our lives on that.
It's just, you know, it's not simple. It's not that we don't love each other.
Yeah,
it's just sometimes love isn't enough to make something work.
Obviously, as you guys know, Chelsea and I's lives are very intertwined. We've been married for going on 4 years now. You know, Chelsea is gonna move out. I'm gonna keep the apartment. Unfortunately, I have to say goodbye to Rhaegar, the dog. I love him very much.
Lie.
No, it's fine. I love him. He's fine, but like, I can't take care of him, so he's got to go with Chelsea. But so Chelsea's looking for a place now. She'll probably be out by the 1st of March. If you guys are watching this video, I assume it's probably first week of February. We did film this a couple weeks ago, probably from when it's going live. So if the dates feel weird or timeline's weird, that's why. You know, in regards to our friends and family, like we mentioned, I know we've been inspirations to all of you guys out there, which is why obviously we haven't posted on our channel and we don't know who's still left. They'll probably get 200 views, but like, we feel like we owe it to you guys to talk about what's going on, because we've always preached honesty, and please don't let the fact that our chapter is closing, please don't let you discourage from the fact that there's not true love, or the fact that like, oh no, if they can't make it, no one can, because life is not about that. Chelsea and I love each other very much, and it was a very great relationship. It's not about that. So please still find goodness out of this relationship and hope for the future. Like I said, you guys are watching this video a little bit early, so we have not yet told our family and friends. By the time you're watching this video, a couple of people know, a few people know, and the people who do know have kind of been blown away from our cool, calm, collected manner about the whole thing. It's like freaking them out that we're being so mature about it.
But this is like the first time in over a year that we've been on the same page about a decision.
Yeah.
And so I think that's why it's so not easy for us to talk about, but like almost like relieving that we can be so honest about it, because it's like, you know, a lot of denial beforehand.
Yeah.
Like, that's not, you know, divorce isn't an option. We have to work on it,
Yeah,
you know,
it
no
was.
matter what, you know, even if you have to settle, like you got to make it work and stuff like that. And we're just, you know, we're going to be 29 this year. And at this point in our lives, settling shouldn't be an option because we're too young.
We're too young.
And she has so much more to experience, and I have so much more growing to do. And that's just something that I think we need to figure out on our own, because we did get married very young. You know, we were only 24.
And that's the other thing. It's like, you know, you guys have said yourselves, like, we're so mature and whatever. And yeah, in a lot of ways we are mature, and I acknowledge and accept that. But it's like, you can be so sure about something, no matter how old you are, you never know what future you is going to be, who they're going to be, and what they're going to feel. So it's like, whether you're 35 or 40, it applies to all ages. So it's like, you have to, in life, you kind of have to be okay with not everything is certain. Be okay in the uncertainty, because you're going to live peacefully. And yeah, like Chelsea said, it has been fucking, sorry to curse, but it has been tough. It was tough. Like, it was tough, and it was hard to have those conversations. And trust me, we cried and we mourned together, but we do feel relieved. We can both sense it just in how we're dealing with each other. Like, there's a relief, and it's healthy. It's a good thing, and I'm excited for Chelsea. I'm happy for Chelsea. I want this for Chelsea because I felt like I was suffocating her the past few months, but divorce was never an option.
Yeah.
So what do? We sit and re-rot in the relationship. I didn't want that for her, so I'm happy for her. I really am. I'm happy for you.
I'm gonna cry. And I just did my makeup and it looks so good.
Yeah, does like that. But yeah, so we're gonna go on the breakup tour is what I'm calling it. So that starts probably next week. You guys will watch this video after, but yeah, gotta go and tell the family, and that'll be hard because my family loves Chelsea. They love Chelsea, and Chelsea's the only girl I've ever introduced to my family. I've told you guys this in the past, but I made sure that the person I introduced my family to is the person I was gonna spend the rest of my life with. It didn't work out that way. And that's completely okay. It's crazy just because it's like, just like the little thing. It's like, obviously we're not crying now. We're going to cry again. When she moves out, I'm going to cry. Like, when I sign the divorce papers, I'm going to cry. Like, there's going to just be little things that are going to, like, make it very real for us. But it's like, everything has changed. It's like just grabbing my ring, for example, in the mornings. That's not a thing. The first instinct Chelsea and I have to do when we wake up in the morning is to roll over and kiss each other. That's not a thing. So it's like, it's crazy. These little things are making it just very real. Really hope that you guys support us and understand and love us anyway. And please keep up with our individual endeavors. You know, I can't wait to see Chelsea conquer the world. She's grown so much as a human just in the past couple of years, and I've had the pleasure to see that. So I'm gonna miss you a lot. But I haven't told you this. I told a couple of people, but I haven't told you this. But I'm proud of you because I know I'm not an easy person to stand up to, so to speak. And I'm proud that you, while it was not easy, and in some avenues there would have been scenarios where you would have just stayed in this loveless marriage, but had the forum. I'm glad the forum came up for us to talk about it, and I'm glad you took an opportunity to talk about it because I'm just proud of you. I know I'm not an easy person to stand up to, and I'm proud of you for being honest with me and what you want and helping me realize that I want the same thing.
Yeah. We were stuck in a rut.
We're stuck in a rut.
We were in denial. And
Chelsea really helped me come to terms with some things that I had been denying. Okay, that is that. Follow us on Instagram, Brooke Berry. Her Instagram name will probably change because we're not married anymore, but look out for that. When we get that updated, we'll drop it in the link below. I don't know what this channel is going to be. BerrySwirl's gone, obviously. I might hop back on here someday. I don't know. I don't have any plans, but we'll see. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.